Hey guys, welcome back to another live stream. It has been a very, very long time since we've done a live stream, but yes, we do still exist. I am here. I am still Ben. This is still Andy over here. He still does his own thing, still, occasionally writes a screen rant, as we all know, and he has his own places, obviously, that we'll link in the description below so you can go check out afterwards. But we are back with live streams, guys. I don't know how many of you guys are going to show up and interact, but obviously we would appreciate it if you comment along and, drop some topics you want us to talk about, and we'll talk about it in the stream. We've got a list of kind of notes to go through to do with like Man of Tomorrow, the Superman sequel, because it's supposed to be filming sometime soon. Also, we've got like James Gunn, responding to like Paradise Lost rumors and like Warner Brothers being bought by Netflix. Kind of want to just discuss that because that's a big topic, obviously. And HBO Max coming to the UK. That is something for a lot of the UK people. It's very exciting. And then obviously we've got Supergirl coming up in June, so potentially we can chat about that a bit.
Yeah.
Welcome to everyone. Welcome to Andy. And I see in the chat Nathan is here. What's up, Nathan? We've also got Super Red, and we have Fabian, who's apparently very excited for the Supergirl movie. And also we have Newsflash. Welcome back, guys.
What was Newsflash again?
That's Flashverse.
He changed his hand. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well, good to see you again, brother. I did not know you had a rebrand. Like he had a glow up.
He had a glow up. Yeah, we were just saying it's been a while since we've streamed, so it's good to see you guys back. And yeah, welcome Tim Scott. Good to see you both. It's been a minute. Yeah, it has.
We're alive. We're alive. I mean, the funny thing is that because I don't think people realize that. Like, even though we haven't been on a stream together, like he and I, we talk every day, like because we play Counter-Strike. I'm part of his gaming community and stuff, and so like for us, like like it's just like he just texted me today, like was like, "Hey, are you free?" I'm like, "Yeah, I will get on." It's like, "No, like yes, we will game, but I'm gonna do a stream." I'm like, oh, okay, because yesterday we were playing, and I said, "Oh my god, we should get back to streaming at some point, man." And he was like, "Yeah, probably at some point soon." I didn't know it was gonna be this soon, but we are alive, and we've been talking every day over the last 2 years. It's like, it's funny, like people are like, "Oh my god, glad to see you guys both alive and well." I'm like, yeah, but like, our reunion has just not, this isn't our reunion personally. It's just our reunion on air. So
yeah, exactly. And I mean, a lot's gone down since we last streamed. I think the last stream was like 2024, kind of end of Superman Lois time. And I mean, even I, with my YouTube channel, I kind of like stopped uploading super frequently, but I'm trying to get back into that, upload as much as I can.
Ben has been a very busy boy. He is, I mean, do you want to tell them where you are right now?
Yeah. So I'm currently living in Switzerland, so different place, not London. But yeah, so that's why I've got more time. Thought, focus on the YouTube, focus on maybe doing some live streams. So I have been thinking about it. Then even Andy suggested it yesterday. So I was like,
yeah, why not? Like, why not? Like, why not? New location, so why not?
Exactly. But yeah, good to see everyone here. Newsflash, as he's now called, is at the gym. He's going to try and be active. But yeah, send any questions, send any super chats, of course, if that's still a thing on YouTube. And yeah, we're going to get into our first main topic, and obviously chime along with us. Tell us your thoughts on Man of Tomorrow. Obviously, Man of Tomorrow is the next big film in the kind of Superman franchise. It's Superman 2, basically. And basically what I want to talk about was, I saw some reports earlier this week from Variety, various other places, including this place. It's just like a local website or like newspaper in Georgia. and apparently they're going to be filming as early as next month in Georgia. Obviously, I don't know. To be honest, I haven't been keeping like completely up to date with like all the ins and outs of like when filming is beginning and what the rumors have been. But I saw this when I was just scrolling the internet. And so apparently Superman Man of Tomorrow is going to be filming in Macon, which is like Georgia, in the terminal station, which is apparently where they shoot the Daily Planet. I presume they used that location before.
Metropolis, the Metropolis scenes.
Yeah, the big kind of grand hall. And I know James Gunn shoots a lot in Georgia, so I presume they're going to just go to the same locations as before and a couple of other ones. But yeah, also James responded to Variety reports of filming starting in a few weeks. And then he replied to someone like, by the strict definition of a few, he was like, no, but basically teasing it's coming soon, but not as soon as 2 weeks. So what do you think of this, Andy? Like, have you heard anything? Obviously,
I mean, from again, I mean, I don't have as much sourcing anymore as I did with films or stuff like. But like all I've heard is that things are rolling on smoothly. I like I don't hear any delays, anything like that. So which is a good thing. And also because I wouldn't want to put something out there that then James Gunn goes like, no, that's not true. Because I like to be a very responsible journalist, unlike some people out there. But no, it seems like we have a Brainiac, and I think they're still casting their new female character, and then they're gonna get started to shoot. And that's one of the benefits with James Gunn is that he one of the reasons why we don't see a lot of delays, specifically with projects that he runs and then he writes and he directs, is because he has a good flow. They always finish on time, sometimes even earlier than they're expected to. So it's good that they're getting back to the same places for Metropolis, and because I'm assuming this film will take place mostly in Metropolis and then probably in space. Because we're gonna see Brainiac, and so we would, and all the space stuff would obviously be filmed in studios, so we wouldn't see it anyway, unless they're getting so ambitious that they're actually going to go up in space and film. Which I'm like, I don't know if
maybe this is like the Tom Cruise film that was supposed to be in space. Like maybe it's actually Man of Tomorrow.
Oh no! The day when Tom Cruise actually gets his I'm we're filming in space, and but sir, you could die up there. But he's like, it's for the art of cinema. Yeah. So, but no, I'm excited. I'm excited for Man of Tomorrow. I like that we don't really know too much yet about it, that things aren't leaking as easily. And obviously there's going to be scoopers and rumor people that will be putting out false,
of course,
directions about it, and maybe some of it will be true. But no, I'm excited. Listen, last summer was a great year for Superman, and we're getting Supergirl this summer, and next summer we're going back to Man of Tomorrow. So I'm glad things are just moving along. Because right now it's very confusing if you're working at Warner Brothers, because you're like, who is about to own us, and then what happened to DC Studios? So
even for us fans, it's like, you think, oh, is Netflix going to be taking over? And if Netflix takes control, what's going to happen? I personally believe DC will be okay, but I think Netflix is definitely going to try and get their hands on some DC content, right? Surely. So
if we're talking streaming, for example, I'm sure that Netflix and HBO Max would be folded into one. So I think that would still, because the thing is, Netflix has been still doing DC content over the last few years, even since these studios launched. We had the Sandman, which we don't need to talk about, but it's still it was a DC property that happened within the last year or so. So I mean, I just rather that Netflix gets Warner Brothers than Paramount, because
me too. I prefer Netflix to take over. But yeah, we'll get to the Netflix of everything when we get to it as the main topic. But yeah, so with filming on Man of Tomorrow, what do you guys think? Let us know in the chat. Are you hyped for the film? Because I think we're all excited. I'm very excited to see Brainiac. You said they're casting a female lead. Do we have any idea what character that is? Again, I'm not.
According to one of my buddies who works at Nexus Point News, the word on the street is that it is Maxima. That's going to be like because initially it was people were saying it was Wonder Woman, but James Gunn shut that down. But yeah, it seems like Maxima could, James has said that there is a new female character being cast for the film, and Nexus Point, and they've been correct on a lot of their scoops over the last year, or how long, because they've been around, and they're saying that it's Maxima, and Maxima would, I think that could work.
Could be an interesting story, because isn't she in the comics? She's like obsessed with Superman.
That's one of the many stories that exist. But I also think that one of the things that I love about James Gunn as a comic book fan is the fact that he likes to pull in characters that we don't really see that often. Like, the reason why Guardians of the Galaxy is an IP is because James Gunn made it an IP. Yeah. Like, he brought these characters to life that has been reimagined so many times in the comics, and now he's put them in a spotlight that they probably would never have had before had it not been for James Gunn. So I think that with someone like Maxima, who is like a Superman supporting character, and like apparently she I didn't even know that she has, since I read her, apparently she's an LG, she's a queer character now, and she's also become an anti-hero. So I think
there's a lot of stuff they could kind of draw from. It doesn't need to be like one version of the.
Exactly. And then also because, we've seen that some of these characters from the Superman movie is, they're continuing now on, and, like Jimmy Olsen's getting a spinoff, and, I'm like, they've been trying to do something with Mr. Terrific, reportedly. So again, if she's well received here in Man of Tomorrow, if she's the character they're actually casting, they could do things with her down the line. It's not just like a one-off where she comes in and then she comes out, and then just we're just never see her again.
Yeah, that's like the same thing for every DC character now, because I think specifically with Supergirl coming out in the summer, with Lobo, it's just the beginning, right? Like, surely you expect them to do something more with Lobo down the line, whether it's his own show or film, or featuring in other people's films or TV shows.
Could you imagine Lobo like a dark space show on HBO with Lobo?
It would be cool, and it's very James Gunn. Lobo being a bounty hunter in space, going to these different planets and taking on whoever. You can imagine it. Okay, let's go into a couple of the super chats that people sent in. Thank you, Tina, for the $1.99 super chat. I really appreciate it. Atlantic Ocean, welcome back. Nice to see you on the channel again. I remember it's been a while. Atlantic says, when do you think a full trailer for Supergirl will be released? What's your thoughts, Andy?
Well, I think Benjamin is the one who works at a movie theater before he moved, so I think he's the one who should have all the answers.
I don't have the answers, man.
No, I mean, I think that because it was just recently announced that every April there is Superman Day, but this year they're doing Supergirl Day on April 18th. So
there you go. That makes sense.
I think that would make the most sense. I don't again, because we're on June 26th is when the film comes out, and we're now literally exactly 4 months away today. Yeah, exactly today. So I would say, next month or April would make sense. Honestly, I think that would
completely make sense for April. Being on that specific day, actually, because if they're calling it Supergirl Day, why wouldn't they?
Normally, Superman Day is specifically DC Comics, that's what they're doing. But it would be given how much synergy there's now becoming between, DC Studios or whatever. I feel that it would make sense to drop it on, on that, and then that probably would be because we've had one teaser trailer. Yeah, and that means that we were going to have at least one full trailer, and then I guess we will do I'm trying to remember how many trailers we had for Superman, because we had the December Superman trailer.
The
And
first teaser, yeah, and we've had the Supergirl teaser, same thing.
yeah, so I'm trying to. God, it's
I
been such a.
think maybe we had like 2 full trailers, maybe 1 final trailer and 1 like trailer. I don't know. Don't really
Yeah,
remember.
there would probably be
But
like a lot of TV spots then afterwards.
yeah, like we've already had TV spots. Like Supergirl was featured at the Super Bowl, or didn't they call it the Puppy Bowl or
The
something?
Puppet Bowl, yeah. Oh, that was so, because there was actually some new footage
Yeah, there was
with
new
crypto,
footage.
and oh my god, I melted. I'm like,
I remember you sent me it.
I was so like, actually, I think I was playing with you and Jacob, and I think I'm like, oh my god, Ben, whatever you do after this match, you need to go watch this because it
Yeah.
dropped while we were playing.
Yeah.
But crypto, oh my god, I don't want, like, again, because I don't want to spoil people who haven't read the Woman of Tomorrow comic, but like I just need this movie not to do anything to crypto.
Yes. Let's just say what happens in the comic, you hope doesn't happen.
Yeah.
That's all we'll say, because we don't want to, put it out there in the universe, I guess. But they're making changes, so we'll see.
This is one of those times where I'm like, yeah. Change from the material, but this is one of those times where I'm like, change from the source material. Like, I'm totally fine with it. It's all good.
I hope she uses a sword at one point, because the
that's what I'm hope. I was expecting that to be the first poster.
I thought we would get like a duplicate of like the comic book artwork.
Yeah. So I mean, there's going to be more Supergirl posters, so I'm hoping that that's at least one of them. Like, if they're not doing like the exact, if they're not doing the exact one, but like at least like she's like holding a sword at some point. Like maybe she's just kind of
like holding it, like I don't know,
like having a drink, like okay, whatever, truth, justice, whatever.
Exactly. That's the type of Supergirl we're getting introduced to in this film, but that's not necessarily the Supergirl that's going to end the film. Let's just say that. But yeah, shout out to Atlantic for the super chat. Really appreciate it. He sent in actually another super chat. Thank you once again. That is awesome. Thanks for the support. And YouTube's got like this new thing where it's like calling people top fans. So you are the number 1 fan right now, Atlantic Ocean. It says you're the number 1. So shout out to you. Atlantic says, in the Woman of Tomorrow comic, Supergirl did quite a bit of drinking / swearing. Do you think there will be a lot in the movie?
Well, she's definitely drinking, because she's literally doing like shots in the first trailer
with crypto.
And
drunk crypto.
I'm trying to remember how much cussing there really is in Woman of Tomorrow, like because I think this film has gotten its PG-13 rating, so like
I mean, they're never going to make it R-rated because they want the box office money, but that's not to say it can't be edgy, which it's gonna be, but how far are they going to take it, I guess, is the question, right?
Yeah, exactly. So
and how gory is it going to be? That's my question.
Yeah, I'd rather there be more blood and stuff like that than swearing, like because drinking, like she could,
she can do that under the red sun. Have a good time.
But swearing, like I don't need to hear her say like fuck or shit, every like 2 sentences or whatever. So
but yeah, I think the violence and the action being a bit bloody, I think, is quite important, just based on reading the comic and how dark it gets, really. Like I don't want them to shy away from that. I think that's one of the best things about this, because she's really like put through it, and she comes out as like a better hero, basically.
Yeah. So I'm sure we're gonna probably like they must be getting ready to give its rating pretty soon. So
hopefully, maybe when I'm back in London, I will see it. Let's hope. We got some people commenting in the chat. Nathan says, "I remember Maxima from Smallville and Supergirl."
Yes.
Wait, was she in Supergirl?
In season 1, yeah. In season 1, it's one of the final episodes of season 1. Maxima,
I remember.
Yeah, she showed up. She was a prisoner at the DOD, the DEO. I mean,
Yeah.
sorry, it's been a hot minute.
It's been a while since
Yeah.
we talked.
Also, your camera is frozen because you're like just looking like you're squeezing. Right? Yeah, there we go. You're moving again. Good.
Okay.
But yeah, so she was in one. She had a cameo. But in Smallville, she showed up and like because she was looking for her mate, because she had gotten like a signal from like someone had like there was some signal sent into space,
There
and
were
she came to
pheromones
her.
across the universe.
Yeah, and then she started kissing men, and because her this is so goofy. When she kisses a man, she has this like it's like a poison ivy thing where they become obsessed with her, but because they're humans, their hearts can literally not take it, so they get a heart attack.
They die of obsession.
Literally get a heart attack. Yeah, exactly. And Jimmy also is like one of the people that she kisses, so they, it's so funny because Talkville just came back and they just started season 8, and Maxima is like the 4th episode. So I kind of want to hear what Tom Welling's thoughts are on like this like Maxima character, just like but it's a fun episode. It's a fun episode, but I'm like, it's goofy. I mean, obviously that's why Maxima will be different, like if we see her in Man of Tomorrow. So
yeah, like in Man of Tomorrow, you can imagine you got to be fitting for the DCU and whatever like James is planning. But yeah, I think having new characters is an important thing because you got to build the universe, but also you got Brainiac, and I guess you bring in a kind of more cosmic angle. Plus, afterwards, Supergirl has been a thing.
Exactly,
Supergirl is going around these planets.
Yeah, that's one of the main reasons I'm excited for Supergirl, is because like we're gonna get to see space through, like this is gonna be like the first time we really see space in the DCU, like kind of like like what does the universe outside of Earth look like?
Yeah.
In this world, what because there's a lot of fictional planets and races that we have that we can get some fun things to explore with down the line.
I mean, there's so many possibilities. Like it could literally be anything. Like, I mean, I don't expect them to like show the lanterns or something, but down the line, once lanterns is aired and that's out there, you could see like future like space set TV shows and films like eventually like incorporate the cameos from these space-based characters and stuff and go to different planets, maybe bump into Mongol or something out there. Like you could do so much. There is so many possibilities, and I think that's why.
One thing, I don't know if you had this on your list, but one of the things that just got confirmed recently is that the Mr. Miracle animated show is part of DCU. That means that Darkseid, Big Barda, all these other characters, New Genesis, Apocalypse, it's out there. And
so we could see Darkseid in the DCU.
Yeah, so like cool. There's a lot of things we can go and again, like I want to see Oa at some point, again, like because the Lanterns TV show will be right after Supergirl. Yeah. So it will be
probably gonna see it, but I don't know how like Earthbound Lanterns is gonna be.
It sounds like I don't know who, if it was one of the showrunners, if one of the directors, but they said that it was like the first couple episodes is very Earthbound, but like there's gonna be stuff in space as well because
you have to.
Lanterns. Yeah, they have to. It would be weird if you didn't.
Yeah, true. All right. Well, let's see. What else people have been messaging? Nathan's sent a few messages. And Flashverse Newsflash said Goldface and Amunet spin-off. I know Andy would be very excited to see that. We actually mentioned it the other day, talking about like Daddy likes the metal.
Yeah, I told him to like I was like, Ben, stop talking. I was like, I don't miss like there's. It's funny because like Flash has been over,
for a while now.
Yeah, it's crazy. But the thing is like, but there's still like references that like sometimes like just make it into everyday life. Like for example, Eric Wallace has ruined the term level up. So like anytime I play indie video games now and I hear level up, like all I hear is just that phrase being repeated from all the season 8 episodes because that was like their whole theme. And then he had to he had the audacity to bring up Daddy likes the metal. I'm like, nope, that show is over. I don't need to be reminded of some of his questionable moments.
But isn't that like the best thing to happen on The Flash?
No,
Goldface
no.
and Amunet. Oh, such good times, guys.
No, I mean, I think they would. I think. Listen, I actually thought they were generally
hated them.
So I thought they were. I thought they were generally cute together.
No, they were cringe.
But it was like when they said, like, Daddy likes the metal, then I'm just like, okay, you've lost me already.
That's like the most memeable scene. It's just so stupid.
I don't know. I mean, well, listen, I like the romance. It was just some of the dialogue that was cringe. But I think, like, if we're talking like memeable moments, like, again, we still have an episode of Letters Tomorrow where Gorilla Grodd goes back in time and goes after young Barack Obama, which is like,
someone sent that to me recently.
Yeah, so I'm just kind of like, like, listen, like, the thing is, there are so many things to make memes out of with this franchise where, like, then I'm like, yeah, like Daddy Likes the Metal, like, it's like, it is one of the worst ones, but it's like, there are other things where I'm just kind of like, no, I'd rather never relive that.
We Are the Flash.
Listen, I defend that. I
remember you defended that.
I still defend it. Like, listen, because like it's just so fun, like how people don't understand what Iris was actually trying to say with that. She wasn't saying that, like, that she and Barry are literally the Flash, but it's like that the responsibilities of the Flash carries on all the team's shoulders. Like,
no, Barry, we are the Flash.
But
no, I get it, but it's just a funny line when you look back at it. Like, if you aren't aware of what it is. But yeah, okay. Let's move on. Obviously, guys, continue commenting, sending in super chats and everything as we go along. Doesn't need to be on topic or anything. Just anything kind of DC, comic book, pop culture related, I guess. But let's talk about Paradise Lost. So that is the Wonder Woman kind of prequel show that is supposed to be set on Themyscira that was announced like way back when the DC was first announced. And so basically with that, there was rumors recently that maybe it had been scrapped because we hadn't heard anything for a while. I don't know where those rumors specifically came from.
I do, because I was so mad when this report came out. So there's a YouTuber there's a YouTuber out there who had gone and made a claim that the show had gone canceled, and that, like, oh, they're not even like they had gotten like pitches for the show and whatever. But of course, James Gunn, he's never worried. He's kind of like, he's like, yeah, if something is false, I will fucking call it out.
Yeah, he just straight up called them out.
No, but he was like, let me read the quote, like, because someone asked,
I have a quote. Is it true that Paradise Lost is shelved? He responded, definitely not. Jesus, I go on Threads for the first time in weeks, and it's just one insanely wrong thing after another.
What is going on?
The quote you're thinking of?
Yeah.
So yeah, he's just like straight up. I appreciate that from James, because he just tells the truth, I guess. Obviously, sometimes he can't say everything. We all understand that. But yeah, like when people come out and like make these claims and don't back up with any like information, like it's just, yeah, it's nice to see James come out and be like, nah, that's just bullshit, guys. Like, don't listen to that. He doesn't obviously update us on the show, on if Paradise Lost is actually going to be filmed anytime soon, but it's presumably still in the works because he is just,
they're working on scripts. They're trying to, because the thing is that even though, like, yes, a lot of the, there's been a lot of people discussing whether or not, like, did they announce too many projects too soon or whatever. But the thing was, like, if they hadn't announced some of these other things, then people were like, oh, it's not enough. Like, people will never be happy. But secondly, like, people think that script writing and development is just that easy. Like, no, like, they're trying to, they want to make the best product possible, and nothing's going to go forward until a script is finalized. And, sort of like, when it comes to television, because television is like really where I love movies as just as much as anyone, but like TV is like where I have a more special connection with television, because I love investing time every week. And the thing is, I don't have a good showrunner have a good vision that will let this show thrive. Because first of all, like this will kind of be like a political drama in a lot of ways, because we will explore. This is before Diana was born. We will like learn how Themyscira works and how they became to be a society.
Yeah.
And so like I rather them take their time. Like people are like it's like how people are crying about like, why haven't we had our Batman movie yet? Like, guys, we don't need to rush it. We've had plenty of Batman content over the last 20, 30 years. Like, I'm happy that other projects are moving forward. That, you know, that like, for example, like the fact that we got a Superman movie and now we're getting a Supergirl movie only 1 year between each other. Like, I'm glad there's other characters we can focus on.
Yeah.
And, you know, when Paradise Lost is ready, then we will see it. You know, I feel like I feel that's the show that they're not going to give up on. It just, it'll take its time.
Yeah. I'm personally really excited for Lanterns. Like, it can't come soon enough. Is it supposed to come out later this year, right?
All I know is that it's after Supergirl. So,
Okay.
but I would almost guess maybe August. I wouldn't be surprised if it's August.
Okay. Well, I'm really looking forward to that. I'd love to make videos on that. So we'll see how that goes. What other content do we have for DC? So we got that, Supergirl. The next year is Man of Tomorrow. What else?
We have Creature Commander season 2. They're working on that right now.
What about Clayface?
Clayface comes out in October.
Ooh,
yeah. I am so fucking ready for Clayface, because like I'm a big superhero fan, but like I'm also a big horror dude.
Yeah,
So, and this is like a brilliant concept of what they're doing. So, and again, apparently the budget was like $40 million, and you know, like it's almost like a very meta commentary in a way of like, what is an actor willing to do to stay relevant in Hollywood?
Yeah.
So, and it was filmed in Ben's home country.
Looks good. So
yeah, and it was filmed in Ben's home country. So I'm excited to see what. I mean, I love that England is just becoming like the home base for all things Gotham City now. Like
the Batman was in Liverpool.
I thought that was
Glasgow as well.
I thought it was Glasgow.
Liverpool. They shot in Liverpool. The main bit, like, you know, the monologue where he's like, I walked through the city, or I don't know, what's like the opening of the film where he's like walking through the city, it's raining, it's dark, and he's like, I am the night, or some shit.
He's narrating, but I know which one you mean.
Yeah, that's in Liverpool. That's Liverpool city centre. That's not Glasgow. Glasgow doesn't really look like that. But yeah, that's just becoming a big thing for DC, filming in the UK. Obviously, Supergirl was filming at one of Warner Brothers studios here. So that's another UK shoot as well. Superman is the one that didn't shoot at all in the UK. Obviously, they went to Norway, not too far away, but we can't claim that. But yeah, so looking forward to all of this. Floppy disk. It says October 31st is the beginning of the month. Exactly, yeah.
October 31st.
October 31st. Does he say
Halloween? I don't think he says Halloween. We need to, we should rewatch it at some point.
I need to rewatch. I've watched it so many times, but it's been maybe.
Have you seen it more? Have you seen the Batman more times or Minecraft more times?
The Batman.
Okay, yeah. Like, guys, this man is such a fucking sucker for the Minecraft movie. Like, the first like 4 weeks after the movie came out, all I kept hearing from him on Discord was this fucking like, what was it, like the chicken jock, whatever, like. And then it's kind of like, I was like, Ben, like, let's just keep we're playing the finals, like, stop talking. No, but I just listen. Can you fucking believe that we have Robert Pattinson as Batman? Like, he is such a good Batman. Like, I was watching
That's what I'm most looking forward to. I don't care about any other film. I just want to see the Batman too, because
he has the film with Zendaya this year. That trailer looks really good.
The drama,
the Odyssey. He's also in that. I mean, I don't like Dune, but I know he's going to be in Dune Part 3 this year. Damn, he's just in everything.
He's working a lot.
But people were like, but he's the guy from Twilight. He can't act.
He's one of my favorite, like, young actors. Well, he's not super young, but you know, one of my favorite kind of contemporary actors, I guess you could say. He's such a good actor.
He's not a young actor. Like,
no, he is young, but you know, he's not like when he was Twilight, Harry Potter.
Oh my god, Harry Potter. Yeah, that was baby. Yeah. Oh, my boy. That was so British. But that was so.
Look what they did to my boy.
Yeah, he's 39. He's like 6 years older than me. Like,
yeah, no, he's chilling. But yeah, okay. Let's shall we talk about Warner Brothers being bought by Netflix? Obviously, this is a big topic. We don't know exactly when it's gonna go through. If it goes through, Paramount still trying to get in on the deal, and
it's kind of cringe how like Paramount is like really coming off as very desperate.
They are desperate.
Listen, like here's the thing. I don't like the fact that Warner Bros. Is being sold at all. Like, let's because this is gonna mean that the loss of so many jobs on both ends. But I'm like, if we are forced between Netflix and Paramount, I will fucking go with Netflix all the time, because you know that when Donald Trump starts getting involved, this is not gonna end well. And he's all about like fuck WB, fuck Netflix, go Paramount, blah 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 blah, because we know we know why they get along so well. And
like if you know who it's the CEO of Paramount, right?
Mm-hmm.
We all know who he's linked to. So yeah, it's a much better deal just generally to go for Netflix. Paramount are really trying to butt in and like try and take the deal away, and I don't know, it just doesn't sit right, you know. But let's talk about like okay, let's say it actually happens and Netflix do buy Warner Brothers, right? So they get access to Warner Brothers catalog, DC. Obviously, you've mentioned you think potentially HBO Max might be like folded into Netflix at some point. But let's say they are separate, right? Let's say there is both HBO Max and there's Netflix. Do you think like the DCEU shows they're on HBO Max as they were intended, but like could there be an opportunity for Netflix to have some new shows and things like that? Like could this be a different platform for like DC content and other content from Warner Bros? I'm presuming Netflix, the whole intention of buying it is to get access to great IP that Warner Brothers has. So you would assume they want to tap into that at some point, right? So
I think DCU content would still remain on HBO Max, right? Because
I agree. I mean, like other DC content is what I mean. Like
so like Elseworlds properties, like like I think I mean, again, because I'm always on this agenda of trying to get the show to come back, but like if they want to do Elseworlds properties, Netflix could be where they do the Smallville sequel at some point.
Yes. Scream it.
Yes, listen. Like, I want that show to happen so badly because I think there's more Smallville to tell. It was funny because I just wrote an article today about that. Smallville is like surging right now on Netflix internationally, like all over the world. So like, I think that you could have you could have a Smallville sequel there. You could do like more things like independent Elseworlds properties, like for example they're doing they're doing V for Vendetta as an HBO show, which I think the timing of this is perfect given where we are as a political society. But yeah, I mean, I think in the end, like if I don't see a world where both of these platforms would both exist at the same time. I think it will just be that they will become one. They will merge into one. And because Netflix is bigger than HBO Max, that's just plain and simple. However, having those two streaming services merged, it does give Netflix possibly the opportunity to use HBO, like the channel HBO, as their broadcaster now.
Yeah.
So unless they want to start putting stuff on the CW again, but you know,
Yeah.
I'm expecting like, because they own like, what is it now? I think Warner Bros. Owns like 12.5% of the CW at this point.
Yeah, and what's the point?
Yeah, so like they will
Unless
probably,
Netflix comes in, they're like, oh, we could rebrand the CW and actually make it good again, and we can actually do good content rather than just fucking shit.
but again, nobody watches CW. So again, it's like, it would probably just be better for them to just focus on HBO.
Yeah, and they can just throw away CW.
Yeah, like, yeah, I would, like, at this point, like, I don't even know why Warner Bros. Even still has like 12.5% of
point. Is that?
Yeah, they're probably gonna sell at some point, but like, I would say that's a better option. Like that Netflix and HBO Max becomes one, and then they use HBO. Like they could start airing Netflix shows on HBO. Like, you know, because like imagine like if, you know, because at some point I think Netflix is gonna go away from the binge model. I think they're gonna go into weekly releases at some point. And that's what you know, like, I mean, imagine if you aired Bridgerton on Sundays on HBO, or if you know, like if Stranger Things had been on now and it was a weekly show.
Yeah.
But thank God Stranger Things is over. But yeah, like there's a lot of Netflix stuff that they're doing. Like they're doing a Scooby-Doo live action remake on Netflix that I'm like, you could air on HBO.
Exactly. Like with HBO, it just offers you like another kind of platform to air live, and I like the format of releasing weekly. That's what I obviously am used to in the past, like with the Arabella shows and everything, and a lot of the shows that I loved. So yeah, I think the binging model it doesn't work for me.
I think like it had its moment, but I think now that it's like, you know, as you know, people have lives, and you know, people are, you know, like it's like appointment television is easier than having like, okay, let's sit down and watch 8 hours of television in the same night. So, but I don't know, like I'm hoping that Netflix will step up and count. I mean, I don't know, I haven't read the full reports, but like if they can afford to raise their offer, I hope they can, because like I do not want Paramount to own Warner Brothers, because it's like the political influence that we will see is going to be atrocious. And that CEO of Paramount just seems like a tech bro, and like I am done with tech bros at this point. I've had enough of them. They are not contributing to society at all. They're just making money, billions and billions, and not contributing anything to society whatsoever. So
yeah, completely agree.
Yep.
Okay, we got a super chat here from Floppy Disk's channel. Thank you so much.
You know what? Do you know what a floppy disk is, Ben?
Yeah, of course. I'm not that young.
You look like to me, you look like a baby. Like, so it's like, that's why I'm like, does he even know what a floppy disk is? Was he even like around?
Bro, you think I'm young, but I'm of that kind of. I feel like we're just like the end of that older kind of generation, and we're not. You know, like we're in between the two phases. You know, we're not the TikTok generation. We're not all of that.
I think you are definitely like included in the TikTok generation.
No, but like with the older, maybe on the older end of it, because it was really only when we were like what, 18 maybe, I don't know. So not teenagers, like going adults. I don't know when TikTok became a big thing.
I don't like. I feel like just like one day TikTok was just there. I didn't even know about it until like 2 years ago.
2 years ago.
No, I kid you not. I really like I thought TikTok was like a music app or something, but then I'm like, oh, TikTok is like now the short content, you know, this format, and or people doing these like weird dances. I've seen so many goofy TikTok dances that I'm like, and this is what's making people famous. I don't understand. But
tap into that audience. Let's get that TikTok dance going. Come on, guys. Let's do it.
Yeah, you're young, I'm older, and like, I mean, so
Okay, I'm gonna tap into it.
That's why I'm just like, but does he like? I don't even know if floppy disk was even around the year you were born.
Let's just say I remember watching like Star Wars and like Power Rangers on like VHS. So if that gives you a clue.
Are you like just like not? Are you just ashamed to tell them what year you were born? He was born the year 2000.
I'm not ashamed, but I'm just saying I'm like we weren't just fully, digital and everything DVD by then. Like there was still
Ooh,
that crossover.
I still remember my first DVD player and what a big deal that was. But the big deal was finding out that if you had a PlayStation 2 or
Yeah.
whatever, you could play DVDs on it. So the question, can you go through best movie, actor, and actress Oscar nominee and who you think should win?
Yeah. So let's answer this then. Thank you for the super chat once again, and I do know what a floppy disk is. I appreciate your support. Let's go through it, okay?
Yeah,
Best
I need to pull up the
picture.
list. I need to pull up the list.
I've got the list on my screen. So we got Begonia. That's the Emma Stone film. We have Frankenstein. We have Formula One, F1. We have Hamnet, Marty Supreme with Timothée Chalamet, of course. One Battle After Another with Leonardo DiCaprio. We got The Secret Agent, which is a Brazilian film. We got Sentimental Value, a Norwegian film with Stellan Skarsgård in it. And we have Sinners, obviously with Michael B. Jordan, and we had Train Dreams with Joel Edgerton. I mean, it's a very good lineup. I
haven't seen all of these films, so just take that for what you will.
I've seen them all, and I think One Battle After Another is probably going to win. I think just based on like how well it's done so far. I think it won BAFTA the other day, so that's important. Obviously, if you guys didn't know, I do pay quite close attention to the Oscars and stuff. So I do watch all the films. So I would say I think One Battle is going to win. Personally, I would love it to be One Battle, Sinners, or Marty Supreme.
Yeah, Sinners is what I'm hoping will win.
I mean, Sinners is my favorite film of last year. So it was between One Battle and Sinners, like it's super close for me. Like I love both of them.
Like I've seen 3 of these, and like for me, like I wanted to be Sinners. It would be a total surprise, but like a really cool surprise if Frankenstein won, because like I mean I love Del Toro so much.
Me too.
But I mean I hope. And I slightly think it's gonna be Sinners. Like I feel that Sinners is gonna just.
It would be huge if it won. It's just like it's because also it's not like a drama film. It's like it's a horror in some parts. Like it's a vampire film. Plus, also it touches on some very like topical issues, especially racism. Like it's crazy. Like what happens at the end of the film. It's such a great film. And
also because I also love Ryan Coogler and I mean the cat.
And this is his best film by far. This is like insane.
Yeah. Like as much as I love Black Panther and Creed,
no, but he's like
if I have to rank his films, yes, Sinners is obviously number 1. Like I'm not an idiot. Like absolutely,
it's insanely good. Like I've watched this film so many times. I watched it in the cinema over and over again because it's just so good. I remember watching it last year for the first time. It was in an IMAX cinema in London, and I was like, "Oh, the trailers look good. Oh, it's Ryan Coogler, Michael B. Jordan. Really like Michael B. Jordan. Looks interesting. Haley Steinfeld's in it." And then I watched it, and I was like, "Oh my!"
This was not what I was expecting at all.
Yeah, it was way better than I ever could have expected, and it was my favorite film. So I would love Sinners to win, but also One Battle After Another. Best actor.
That one I haven't seen. I haven't seen one.
But you should see it. It's great. Leonardo DiCaprio, and it's about revolutionaries, and it's really fun. Okay, best actor. I think. Well, at the BAFTAs, none of these guys won. It was for I Swear. I forgot the actor's name. But At the Oscars, I think it's between Timothée Chalamet and Leonardo DiCaprio. I feel like it should go to Leonardo DiCaprio personally, but I think Timothy might win. But also, you guys have to understand with the Oscars how it works is the Oscar voting just opened today, and like it's after everyone's seen like all these other award shows and people have been talking, and people often vote with their heart, and sometimes people get annoyed by actors when they talk too much. I think Timothy's been around a lot, and I don't know if that's gonna work in his favor or
Well,
if,
I mean, he was spilling, like, he was talking some shit.
yeah, like he's been
And
chatting a lot. So I'm wondering if that works against him or for him. So I'm gonna stick with Leonardo DiCaprio. That's my say. I mean, Michael B. Jordan would be a great pick.
I think this is one of Michael B. Jordan's all-time best roles of all time. So I
It's his
think
best
that,
role for sure. He's
um,
insanely good.
yeah, I mean,
I
listen,
would
like
be
almost
so happy. I'll be over the
everything
moon if he won.
I've seen him in, he's always thrived. Like, I remember watching him on Friday Night Lights,
Yeah.
like, and he's but it's one of the best TV shows of all time. If you guys haven't seen it, go watch it. But yeah, I mean, my pick is Michael B. Jordan for, like, I'm gonna be completely brutally honest. I think Timothée Chalamet is slightly overrated as an actor.
No,
I understand that people
Have you
love
not
him.
seen? Have you seen his films? He's so good.
I yes, and like, listen, he's just not for me. But if other people enjoy him, God bless you, and that's okay. That's totally okay. I think it should be this. I think this should be Michael B. Jordan's win.
Fair. I mean, Timothée Chalamet. Oh, he's so good. I love his films.
He's young. He can wait a few more years.
I know. That's why I'm saying Leonardo DiCaprio or Michael B. Jordan would be cool.
Well, Leo got his
Ethan
Oscar.
Hawke. Ethan Hawke's fucking great. Okay, best actress. Okay, this will be the last one. It's going to be Jessie Buckley. There's not much more to say. This category is the least competitive. There's some great performances here, like Renee Reinsve in Sentimental Value. She's great. Emma Stone's good in Begonia, but it's nowhere near one of Emma Stone's best performances. Rose Byrne
was this the one where everyone was saying that they felt she was phoning it in? They were like, 'cause there was like, I felt there was some role recently where people were like,
do you remember she shaved her hair?
Yes.
Yeah. And yeah, so that's the film. It's kind of crazy, the film. I got to interview Emma Stone for it, which was cool. And I asked her about shaving her hair and got a funny response because they did like bold screenings for Begonia. So they were like, if you're bald, you can come to this screening for free.
Well, I mean, I don't know what you were doing there, because you're not bald.
I mean, I tried to get in with a bowl cap, but no, they didn't accept me. But yeah,
because you haven't been. I mean, I haven't watched any of these films, so but like, I don't know. Yeah, I mean, I could see Jessie Buckley being the one that wins.
She's gonna win.
But the thing I want to say, because like people, because you've been off the air for almost 2 years now, is because like you've been like, because he works for Disgusting Film, and like I'm seeing him in more and more interview clips, and I was like, you were talking to Brendan Fraser, and I was kind of like, oh my god, this is like so amazing. So the fact you're like, yeah, I talked to Emma Stone, and I asked about shaving her hair, and like, listen, like, Emma Stone is one of my favorite actresses of all time, and she's so funny when she gives interviews. So I was like, yeah, I bet she said something really hilarious when you asked about shaving her head.
She gave a good response. Yeah. The only problem was it was like a really short interview, so I only got like 2 questions in.
Hey, that's 2 more questions. That's 2 more questions that you've asked than I have. So
yeah, I guess so.
I know they didn't ask it, but like, what do you think will win Best Picture? Or Best Movie? We did talk about. Okay, never mind.
Yeah. Well, it's going to be One Battle or possibly Sinners. I think those are the 2 options right now. But yeah, I think that pretty much does it. But yeah, shout out to everyone that's been here throughout live streams, asked questions, sent super chats in. Shout out to Fabian who's here, says, what is your favorite Batman movie? Mine's The Dark Knight, for sure. You, Andy? Or The Batman, I've got to say.
I mean, it is between those two. Because I you know, because I want to say this, because I don't count Batman v Superman as like a Superman movie or a Batman movie. It's kind of like a team up movie. So, but like it's between The Dark Knight, The Batman, and Batman Mask of the Phantasm.
Ooh, great animated film.
Yes, and I hate the fact that, like, I was alive when the movie was in theaters and I didn't see it in theaters. I hate myself for it still to this day because like it is one of the most beautifully drawn animated films of my generation. So, you know, but like that story is so powerful to this day that I'm like, yeah, like I take that as a theatrical Batman movie when we're talking about all these other things.
Yeah.
So,
that's up there for sure. I remember watching Mask of the Phantasm like when I was really getting into DC, like before the Arrowverse. I remember watching like the original like Superman animated series and like Batman, and then getting onto Mask of the Phantasm. I was like, wow, this is fucking good. Those were the times with animation. And
and the thing, but that's what, if we go back to DC Studios for a second, I think that's what James Gunn wants to bring back too, because they're developing this dynamic duo animated film that is for theaters, that it's going to be in theaters. So I'm hoping that we can get back to that era in some capacity. Yeah, anything's possible. Like, you know, but yeah, that the 90s. Yeah, we were rocking in the we were. You were not even born in the 90s. Shut the fuck up. Like that's my era.
I got the product of the 90s. We got to see.
Yeah, you're welcome. We walked so that you could fly. So
have you seen those memes online when people say their birthdays and it's like you know, they put dinosaurs whenever someone says
I know,
19.
I hate that. What you were born? 19. Like
exactly.
Like, I was.
I'm probably on my way to being considered a dinosaur, but not by those TikTok standards. I'm okay. I'm like nearly cooked. You know, I'm not a dinosaur. I'm like,
you're fine. You're not even in your 30s yet. Wait till you get to your 30s and your limb starts hurting. Then, like, y'all, I took a walk today. Like, I had to get to somewhere, and my bus was enclosed, so I walked all the way from my home to that place for like 45 minutes. And I'm like, oh my god, I am not as young as I used to be. So yeah, when you start feeling like that, Ben, then you can complain.
Okay. Yeah. Okay, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. Really appreciate it. Hopefully you enjoyed this return live stream with myself and Andy. Obviously, go check out Andy's content. I'm gonna link everything in the description below. For now, I think his Twitter is linked.
You could just link to my just add my handle on YouTube, and then you can also put my link tree in. Then they can find all my work at Screen Rant, my Multiverse of Color website, which Ben now also works for. You know, like I claimed them as one of mine. And
I reviewed Sinners for you. Yeah,
you did. Yeah, that was his first article.
Yep. Yeah, it was.
So,
Kayam's asking about Alyssa, the figure skater. Yeah, she's cool. She likes Chainsaw Man. That's sick. Well, Andy, you know, did you not see the Olympics?
The only thing I watched for the Olympics was when Hudson Williams and Connor Story went to light the torch. That's the only, because I become super obsessed with Heated Rivalry, just like any sane person has. I begged Ben to watch it.
I'll watch it eventually.
But HBO Max is coming to UK soon, and that could be your first show you watch.
That's the time to watch it for all of us. But yeah. Okay,
don't forget to like and subscribe.
Like, comment, subscribe, turn on notifications, watch the recent videos. everything. And yeah, I guess we'll try and this went well, so I'll try and get back to live streaming and probably do one sometime next week. Maybe we'll time it to be similar day or maybe another day. We'll see. I'll update you guys on the YouTube community tab or on my Twitter. If you don't follow me, it's at the DCTV show, so you can stay up to date. But yeah, for now, thank you for watching, and we'll catch you guys later. Goodbye.